Welcome to Puvanur Iyer Academy of Music and Mathematics. Welcome to Puvanur Iyer Academy of Music and Mathematics. We are reviewing Rupaka Thalam. We are progressing on it. Last class we saw dhim, thadh, dhimi, dhin sequences. And dhin kita dhin, dhin thang kita. How to adapt from Adi Thalam to Rupaka Thalam. I also taught you how to use the 8 phrases. Dhin kita kita dhimi taka tari kita taka, dhimi kita kita dhimi taka tari kita taka. From those phrases you can choose the prime phrases. Dhim kita kita dhin, dhin naka, dhimita, dhimiti naka, dhimita, dhin, dhin kita dhin, dhin naka, dhimita, dhin, dhin kita kita dhin kita taka dhin. Like that you can use. Dhimi kita dhin, dhin naka, dhimita, dhimiti naka, dhimita, dhin, dhimi kita taka dhin, dhin naka, dhimita, dhin, dhimi kita taka dhin. Like that. You can use any of the phrases and try to use in this format of 3-3-2, which is a 2-beat phrase, and you can try all these in these sequences. That's the advantage. So you get more sequences, your hands are getting firmed up using this dhim, thadh, dhimi, and can mastery over this sequence. So let's get into the next class, which is taka dhimi taka jhonu. And before that, let's start with a good thought from திருவள்ளுவர் திருக்குறள். செய்யாமல் செய்த உதவிக்கு வையகமும் வானகமும் ஆற்றல் அரிது. Let's look at the meaning of it. தனக்கு ஓர் உதவியும் செய்யாதிருக்கும் போது, if somebody is not helped and not even once, ஒருவன் பிறர்க்கு செய்த உதவிக்கு மண்ணுலகமும் விண்ணுலகமும் ஒப்பாதல் இயலாது. You can't compare that with heavenly விண்ணுலகம் மண்ணுலகம். The land where you live and also heaven, you can't compare that. So only when you help positively, there is going to be a reflection of good deeds. When somebody is not helping you and then there is no kritik, you can't make any comparison at all. So it's important to help. The topic is sein nandri aridal. Sein nandri aridal is whatever good deeds you have done, that is realized by others. That's the top importance of this topic Thiruvallur is dealing with. This is 101st Thirukkural, and with this good thought, we should always remember, like, to help others. When you help, you should not keep repeating that, I helped him, and that deed will actually help. God will help you in later stage in some form. We have to understand, with this underlying thought, let's get into the class. Okay, taka dhimi taka jhonu is the one which we're going to deal with today. Very, very simple lesson. Though it looks lucid, it's a beautiful bhajan sound, bhajan phrase which can be used for fast speed. I will teach you the alternate way of playing this as well. In Adi Thalam, how you play taka dhimi taka jhonu is taka dhimi taka jhonu, taka dhimi taka jhonu, taka dhimi taka jhonu, keta taka dam, keta taka tari, keta taka. T-link one phrase. Taka dhimi taka jhonu, taka dhimi taka jhonu, keta taka dam, keta taka tari, keta taka. Now it's as simple as that. So instead of keta taka dam, keta taka tari, keta taka, you can substitute any of the 2-line 2-beat phrase. You can play this lesson. But that's not important. This taka dhimi taka jhonu, as I told you, is important phrase you should use with the right combination. Dum dim, and then you place tam dum dum dim, nam dum dum dim. You're pushing 2 syllables and then play this. Taka dimmi taka junnu taka dimmi taka dhimi taka jhonu tunda taka dhimi taka jhonu taka dhimi taka jhonu taka dhimi taka dhimi taka jhonu. This is like opposite beat you give and gives a lilt form. That is one of the things I thought I should teach you, because this gives the ups and downs like a mountain and valley. You get the rhythm. Like that and all you can play. These are all bhajan phrases. So what I wanted to do here is, let me express this lesson in Rupaka Thalam first, and then I will give you homework of how you can play this lesson and with different phrases. Sporadically I will take few phrases and try to fit into this sequence, and you should try different sequences into this, different phrase into this sequence. Taka dhimi taka jhonu taka dhimi taka jhonu gita taka dong gita taka dari gita taka taka dhimi taka jhonu ka dhimi taka jhonu gita taka dong gita taka dari gita taka. Twice you have to repeat. Then this next structure 3 times you have to reduce. Taka dhimi taka jhonu gita taka dong gita taka dari gita taka taka dhimi taka jhonu gita taka dong gita taka dari gita taka taka dhimi taka jhonu gita taka dong gita taka dari gita taka. Then you have to finish. Let me take a phrase. If you want to use that phrase into the jhonu sequence, like that you can play. Let me demonstrate to you. Like that you can play. If you want to choose any other phrase, let's use that phrase. Taka dhimi taka jhonu taka dhimi taka jhonu talagada geta taka taka dari geta taka taka dhimi taka jhonu taka dhimi taka jhonu talagada geta taka taka dari geta taka taka dhimi taka jhonu talagada geta taka taka dari geta taka taka dhimi taka jhonu talagada geta taka taka dari geta taka taka dhimi taka jhonu talagada geta taka taka dari geta taka talagada geta taka taka dari geta taka talagada geta taka down talagada geta taka down talagada geta taka. Like that you can play. You can use any of these 2 beat phrases and you can try to play this and try to get the speed on this. Taka dhimi taka jhonu. Whatever speed you play, the position should not be impacted. That's the rule of thumb. So if you play differently, like different combinations, it's not acceptable, and I want you to, I'm emphasizing that right positions, right fingering techniques is the key. The speed is not a matter. Okay, with that, I will get into the next sequence along in the same class, because it's easier to understand. I hope you have understood this lessons very easily. I've given you a lot of homework. You have to try all these. Try telling in your hand, putting thalam in Rupaka Thalam first of all, and then practice all these lessons. Like again, next sequence is thangu thadh dhin 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 kinnan dhin. That's the sequence what we saw in Adi Thalam. Same thing, delink it, and then let's try and adapt it. I'll express the full lesson here. It's very simple because you're just going to remove one line out. So I'm not going to deal with it long time, like as I dealt in Adi Thalam. Thangu thadh dhin thangu thadh dhin thadh dhin thangu thadh dhin thangu thadh dhin nam kinnam dhin thangu thadh dhin thangu thadh dhin nam dhin thangu thadh dhin thangu thadh dhin Nandim Tangatakadim Tangatati, in Nandim Tangatakadim Tangatati, in Nandim Tangatakadim Tangatati, Katakadina Tangatakadim Tangatati, Katakadina Tangatakadim, 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 so that is the way you have to play. Thangu thadh dhin, how you have to play? Tham ki, tham dim. You are removing the second line. So the third line, here the third line becomes the second line, and fourth line becomes the third line. That's it. Simple sequence, but important rule here is tham kit tham dim. You play for the first and the third, a combined stroke is coming. For the second and fourth, it's an open stroke. That's the key which you have to note in this sequence. So for both these sequences, with a lot of homework behind, you have to get a certain play Adi Thalam. I would suggest you play Adi Thalam, then you play Rupaka Thalam, recite both lessons in Adi Thalam and Rupaka Thalam so that you get to understand what's the difference, the reduction methodology, so you get very clear how the transition happens. Once when you've understood it, that's the beauty of it. Though the class is small, though the concept is simple, you have to repeat it again and again to ensure that what is Rupakam, what is Adi Thalam, how do we do it, and whomsoever is putting the Thalam, you should be able to play for it. You will develop that proficiency as you express yourself in the Thalam first. Without telling, you keep on practicing. The advancement may be there in your hand, but you may tend to fail because where to stop and how to adapt yourself when somebody is putting within the structure. Adaptation will become difficult. So I suggest you express right from day one and then do well. So I'll end this class with a Thirukkural, and then I'll see you in the next class with more sequences in Rupaka Thalam, and then we will try to complete Rupaka Thalam in grandeur in couple of classes, and we'll do a full review. Kalathinal seida nandri siridhenidum ஞாலத்தில் மானப்பெரிது. So this is the Thirukkural. Thiruvalluvar states on செய் நன்றி அறிதல். தக்க காலத்தில் ஒருவன் செய்த உதவி சிறியதாக இருந்தாலும் அதன் தன்மையை ஆராய்ந்தால் உலகத்தை விட மிகப் பெரியதாகும். A person making a timely help, it can be very small. It is even bigger than the entire time. That's what Thiruvalluvar compares. It's a huge comparison he makes. So on time, if you help, if somebody is really starving for water, somebody is starving for food, somebody wants change to go somewhere, if it's possible within your limits, if it's possible to help the other person within the limits, definitely you should do, which you should be honored, which will be rewarded by you, by God, in later stage of life. With this good thought, I'm ending this class. I'll see you with more sequences in Rupaka Thalam next class, which will be thangu, thadh, dhimi, thangu, thadh, dhimi. We will see those sequence and then we'll go for the grand finale in a couple of episodes. Cheers, Puvanur Iyer signing off.